Yo guys, what's up? Nick here, back with another Skyblock video, and today I'm going to be talking about the mid game of Skyblock and how to kind of get out of it. And I think I would say I'm in the mid game right now, so I'm just going to be talking about like some of the ways I'm working on getting out. And I'm working on getting the clay minion up to tier 11. I'm at tier 9 right now. I have just a little bit of clay. I have 9 in there. I have a super compactor on it and an enchanted lava bucket. So, and I'm like halfway, I'd say, to tier 11. Then I got a redstone minion and my cobble generator here, so I can make super compactors easily. I have an aspect of the end right now maxed out with spicy, unstable, godly boots, and the rest godly ember or ender. And then I have my pig farm going over here. I have 6 minions. They're all like tier 6, except for one is tier 5. And only have one of them with an enchanted lava bucket. They don't have like super compactors or anything on them yet, because I don't have that much resources to spend on them right now. If you could afford super compactors, I would do that, so overnight you're not losing a bunch of opportunities. Unless you're just AFKing overnight, then it really doesn't matter, because I'm AFK pool there, which is how you make a lot, is just AFKing. Then I have my fishing minions, tier 7, I think this one's tier 6, yeah. They make a lot of money too if you sell it all manually. And then I'm working on my fish artifact for my talisman collection, which I think I got like half of them up. And yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that, getting as much talismans as you can, that is, because you're going to want to do your damage, as much damage as you can. With my SB menu, here I have 73%, 230, holding my sword, that is. Without holding my sword, I have 72, 162. I think I have almost all of the fairy souls. I might be missing one or two. I'm definitely missing one location, so I must be missing a couple more, because I think there should be 180. That divides evenly by 5. So I think I'm missing like one set of fairy souls. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Unless they removed it from the game, like the one in the coal mine, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because I don't think you can get that one still, and I know I never got that one, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, if you don't have clay, if you have a lot of glowstone, glowstone minion is the same as clay minion, if you guys didn't know in the new update. There's also Google spreadsheet or whatever of minions and how much they make an hour and whatever. So clay and glowstone aren't the best anymore. I think like some of the mobs are like chickens or something stupid like that. And rabbits, but you can't make a lot of money off of the rabbits because the slots will fill up, because unless you're coming online often, because you can't really like compact. I think you can super compact like one or two of them, which might be fine, I guess, if you want to do that. But you can super compact clay and redstone, and glowstone, I mean. So that'd be the easiest if you're going to be gone for a long time. And then, especially if you put catalysts on them, it triples their output for a couple hours, for 2 or 3 hours, I think. Then you can just put those on right before you go to bed, or if you can afford it, do it all the time. But if you can't afford it, I would just do it while you go to bed or while you're at school, so they can be making a lot of money while you're gone. Then I have a blaze minion. It's only, I think I have like level 4 or 5. Um, that's just so I can make strength pots easily, so when I'm in the end I can do more damage. Which is leading me to my next thing. If you are grinding cobblestone generator like I have in my base, instead of making haste 3 pots, you can get stonk, which gives efficiency 6 and telekinesis, and also gives you some experience and doesn't spawn endermites here. And then if you want to get a bunch of endstone cycles to get up to get those catalysts, as I was talking about. But I do 7,000 damage with aspect of the end right now, and full godly unstable 1 piece. I do like 100 or 200 less damage without the unstable boots, so yeah, you guys can, if you guys are trying to improve, you can just kind of copy a little bit of my stuff. I'd say it's not the best. You can have a lot more talismans than I have, but I don't have very many right now. One of the first talismans I would say would be getting if you're going to be in the end and you can kill them is the scavenger talisman because it gives you extra money from killing the any mobs. So you're going to be getting a lot of money. As you can see, I'm at 3086. Yeah, I just got almost 100 coins from that. It's like 65. No, it's more than that. I don't really know. Yeah, you get quite a bit of coins though, either way. And then I would have Scavenger 3 on your sword. Also, if you don't do this much damage, you can drink the crit pots and strength pots. You get 40% extra strength for 16 minutes. Critical, 20% chance, and 30 damage. So you only need 80%. I'll show you mine. Yeah, I'm at 82 with 248 while holding my sword. So you only need crit 3 potions really. I mean, you can make more if you need it, I guess. Also, while you're here, I would not really recommend killing the runics because if you have low gear, you're not going to be able to kill them as fast. And in the time you wasted, you probably could have killed like 6 Endermen or something because they're stupid, I hate them. And the runes are very useless in my opinion, it's just cosmetics. I also would avoid mining shiny blocks on mine one here. They would really give you like nothing, so it's not even worth it. I got obsidian, mana potions, and experience. I mean, I guess if you really want the XP bottles, maybe it's not that bad, but in my experience, it's pretty useless. I mean, sometimes you can get a lot of money from them, but like 1,000 coins is like the most I've ever gotten. I mean, I just sell everything I get. If you have the aspect to the end recipe, you can save that and save all your ender pearls if you'd like and craft them into aspect to the ends. I think all the ender pearls combined that use it would equal like a couple hundred thousand, like 100 and some thousand. All the ender pearls you get from aspect to the end would be worth like 105,000, I think is what I calculated. But then to craft aspect to the end, you need to use enchanted blaze powder, I believe. So you're really not going to be making that much more money for the money you're putting in. Oh, it's just regular blaze powder. So maybe it's not that bad. But you're really not going to be making that much more money unless someone bids it up, because we'll go back to the spawn, check it out. See how much an aspect of the end is worth right now. Alright, ending soon. The clean aspect of the end is 124, so I'll probably be making, this guy's 150 for some reason. So you might be making a million. What the hell? I don't know why he built that guy had a million on it, but that's interesting. Wish I would have sold my aspect of the end for that, because it's basically the same thing. I thought a stupid snow rune. Maybe snow rune's worth a lot of money, I have no idea. I think the runes are useless. But anyways, they're really not worth that much more, so if you want to save them, if you don't need the money right away, and you can just save them and make like an extra 50 grand. Depends on if someone gets at a bidding war, you can sell for 200,000. I had an extra aspect to the end that I accidentally bought, and I sold it for like 160k. So I guess you could make like 50k, which is quite a bit of money. Don't get me wrong. But if you need the money right now, like I do, I just sell the pearls and then I use it to buy talismans and reforge talismans because it gets quite expensive. And then after you have as many talismans as you can get, I would say that's probably be the first thing you're going to want to work on, is finishing off your talisman collection. Maybe just build a backpack if you don't want to keep it in your inventory like I do, and that when you go to the end you can take them all out. But the next thing after getting all the talisman is, I would say, if you have full godly ender, I mean maybe you have a dragon piece if you have a bow and you've been killing dragons. But if you don't have a bow, I would say that'd be your next thing you want to get. I would say runins. I mean, you can get hurricanes, but I think that is a waste, a huge waste, because a hurricane bow is pretty much half of a runins. Like, you're already over halfway to a runin. I would just keep grinding the items to get the runins, because it's the best bow in the game, and if you're already halfway there, why not just keep going? And then I would say the armor. I think strong is easier to get than unstable, but if you could get strong or unstable, those are the two I would get. Very good for damage. I mean, obviously, if you can get like superior or something, I mean that's more end game. But If you've just been in lobbies where a lot of dragons are killed and you've gotten a couple superior fragments, you can craft it. I mean, good for you. Or if you've been buying them off the auction house, I mean, obviously why wouldn't you craft it? But I don't think that's going to be likely for most people because I don't even have a bow yet, sadly. I'm working on getting a runins first, but I could buy one. I have like 2.4 million coins or something, but I'm trying to stay around 2 million coins so when the dungeon update comes out. I can buy some stuff maybe if there's anything cool. So I would just keep that in mind too. The update's coming out, so maybe don't spend all your money because maybe something really good is going to come out that you really want. But anyways, another ways to make more money, I forgot about my fishing minions. So fishing, you make quite a bit of money too, and you can unlock the fishing talisman, which I'm working on. Mine are only level 5 and 6, or 6 and 7 I think. Yeah. So those are easy ways to make money. I mean, another easy way is farms, but I would say the farms are kind of an outdated method unless you're really just starting out. Then I would say farms are pretty good for you if you can't kill Enderman quite yet. Otherwise, I'd say if you can one-shot the Enderman pretty easily. Um, you don't have to use crit pots to do it. I had like 90-some% chance to crit before, then I reforged all my talismans from like Zealous. Because I had a lot in Zealous, so I could get crit chance when I was like really low level. Because then it's easier to kill them because you're always critting. So you're getting like, so it only takes like 1 or 2 hits. And then I upgraded my talisman collection, so now I've reforged the majority of them into Itchy. Godly is pretty good too, I would say, because you can get um, more crit chance as well. You don't get as, oh, you do get as much crit damage, but it's more rare, so you're going to be spending a lot more money. I mean, it's really up to you what you need. The crit 3 pots are really easy to get if you have your... I just had 2 gravel minions and it took like 4 or 5 days to get to the crit pots. And then they're really easy to brew as well. And then strength 5 is pretty easy too. You just craft like a strength 1 and then you throw in enchanted blaze powder, and which is probably harder to get, that's why I have the blaze minion going. And then you just throw in enchanted glowstone dust, which is super easy to get. And then throw in enchanted redstone, and you should get a strength 5 potion for like 15, 16 minutes, depending on if you have a potion affinity and what level your brewing is. So yeah, it's pretty easy. And then you can just go one hit some Enderman, make a lot of money, and yeah. I'm going for, I forgot to talk about the sword as well. The sword is, I don't know if I did or not, because this is the second time I've made this video, because the first time my recording software was messed up and you can see like half my screen. So if I already talked about the sword, I'm sorry, but if I hadn't, I would suggest getting a pigment sword, or if you don't have a sword yet, if you have like a golem sword and you're looking what to upgrade, if you should go to Aspect of the End or what. If you have a golem sword, I would recommend going to a leaping, or if you're rich, like if you've been grinding a lot of money, I would say just go straight to a pigman or Aspect of the End. I think Aspect of the End is a little bit better if you have low crit chance, I think, or maybe it's crit damage, I don't really know. I think it's, oh, I could just look it up actually right here. But it gives more crits. Yeah, it gives more crit damage. So, and a little more crit chance. So if you want a little more crit damage and crit chance, I would probably go with pigments. But if you really don't care about that, I would go with Aspect of the Dragons if you can afford it, just to buy it. Or if you've been fighting, if we can fight dragons too, if you already have like a Runin's bow, and I would try just to kill a bunch of dragons with friends or that have been grinding dragons, like can kill them, the zealots and whatnot. Or if you just show up in random lobbies, maybe you'll get lucky and do a bunch of damage, get like top damage. But it's pretty low chance if you place 0 eyes. Most of the time I've seen it is people placing 4 eyes and they get like top 3 in damage. Is when they get Aspect of the End, or the dragons. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Pigment Sword only takes like about 2 weeks to get if you're grinding it. So that's kind of what I'm going for right now. I'm like halfway to buying it. Like I have 3 million coins almost. So I could probably just buy it pretty soon if I just like grinded out some money and sold a bunch of stuff. But I kind of want to have much money, like I said, for the dungeons update, so I'm not really doing that. Yeah. and then I just max out your swords, and you should be good. And then you can move on to late game and try to just like grind zealots. I would say if you get to that point where you can one-hit zealots without like Vendor armor unstable, like if you can do it with like a young set, I would say that'd be the best, or young or wise, because then you can just move really fast and one-hit them, and you'll just be able to fly around the end, and no one else will be able to really kill them. So you'll kind of be having higher chances to get them, I suppose. But anyways, I kind of think that's it for this video. There's always farms too if you guys are starting out, like I said. But anyways, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.